Yep. Now we're live. Now we are live.
I'll look for $1. You're gonna run this through water.
What potatoes?
Yeah.
No need. Hello. Here, Rishna. So check it out. We are making.
Does she want to cut potatoes?
Rosalind says, Rishna, do you want to come help cut potatoes? Because we're cooking for 95 people. But this is how this is gonna go. Just gonna have you guys chilling on our couch.
Terra Squad.
Hey, Saron, Ternica. I don't know what happened. Oh, Arisha said
It's when you move it.
I didn't move it at all, so I'm just gonna not barely touch it and just call it a day. But we're setting you guys up on the laptop. So welcome to our house. Not really our house. We're actually in the kitchen of our church. But y'all can use our couch. Moderators, y'all know what to do. Please welcome people as they come in. Moderate anything that needs to be moderated. Hey, happy Colorado Homestead. So yeah, if you guys can just be nice. We're going to be here for a while. So I'm cooking for 95 people. Chicken is on the menu. So I've got 16 packs of 12,000 each. But long story short. Sorry?
Can you make Banana King mod without touching your phone?
I maybe can.
I'm vouching for you, Banana King. You know I'm gonna call you Catfish King.
Right?
Forever. Remember me? I used to be, oh, funny, I just said that.
Of course we remember you. So give me a second. Let me log on there.
Brian commented on it. Long story short.
Give me a second.
You guys, you see these bags? These are potatoes. There's 10 of them, and they're yay little, and I'm cutting them in half. Each bag is 5 pounds. Our pastor is here. He's probably going to come say hi. Welcome, Balls 43. Excuse me 1 second. Keep track, you guys. Hello, Pastor Cliff.
Hi.
How are you? Hello, Pastor. Back at it. So if anybody's in town and wants to come slice potatoes in half with me, man, I'll even let you boss me around. Our pastor is hanging out beside us right now. Arishna, what's the weather like? It's Seder supper for church. It's a ticketed event.
I know that we will. Good. Okay. Okay. God bless. Take care. Study well.
It's going crazy. The refrigerator came on and it started doing that.
Oh no.
See?
See?
Just stand right there.
See? Cliff, how are you?
Ask me if you guys can go a little faster.
Who said that?
Yeah, you know how we can go faster is if you cut half these potatoes in half.
Get a
slicer, just a guillotine, right? Yeah. Oh man.
get one of those egg slicer things.
There you go. And 8 and 1, right?
Yeah.
No, they just got to be cut in half. They're little baby creamers, so.
Okay, thank you. What are you doing?
Yeah, no problem. So you're gonna use. We'll do the chickens last. When you're halfway through these, I'm gonna start heating up the ovens.
Why don't you put the chicken in there already?
No, because I want the chicken to cook last. I'm gonna be here for a while, and I only have 2 ovens to deal with. You know what I mean? So the potatoes will keep
I think that you should.
easiest. Why do you think that?
Because the oven's not making it straight.
So I have to totally prep and spice all of the chickens, and that's gonna take 2 hours before I even get them panned up. So
You take 2 hours.
I do take 2 hours. So this is how this is going. So again, oh yeah, catfish. Catfish. Hey Skins fan, Sean, how you doing, man? Cooking for 95 people. So that's what's up. So I'm going to do.
Hey Sean, how are you? Sorry about the screen. The refrigerator came on.
See, he's doing it again. This is a devil. We're just under attack, y'all. Devil, you ain't coming up in here. Stop it. It's the power of the air. Prince of the power of the air.
Thanks for hopping on here. Appreciate you guys.
How come I can't get to this on my channel? Cooking for 95 people. We're here. Hey.
We are here. We are here. We are here.
We are here. We are here. So, add moderator. Boom. Welcome to the club, the Blue Smurf Club. So, Mr. Fulton Mraz, glad that you're here. So, moderators are really,
Jason Mraz.
I'm going to be depending on you guys to welcome everyone and to moderate because our hands are going to be full. That's a good question. Sean, we're making some chicken, some green beans, some potatoes, and I have some flat or unleavened bread. So tomorrow is Seder supper. So it's the meal for just, for Passover, really. And then I'm also cooking some lamb. I'll be cooking the rack of lamb tonight at home. Deer Park, going to definitely do that. I didn't realize that you weren't my homie. Oh, that's because you're Rosalind's homie. But now you're my homie.
Welcome, Deer Park.
But yeah, so I just depend on you guys to greet everyone, keep everything at bay. But yeah, just making dinner for almost 100 people. So
Nobody greeted me.
Just prepping it. Hey, R5 is in here. Glad that you're here also, Crystal. So yeah, enjoy our couch. If we yell and scream at each other, that's just part of being married. I love her still, just the same. But now it's time to get to business.
It's horrible. We're stabbing my husband. Are your pets already sweaty?
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
That's married life. Drew's food review. What does everyone else don't eat? That's all for me. We got, what's 8 times 5? 40 pounds of creamers, little potatoes that I'm cutting in half. If you can eat all of these and then do a review on it and tag Happy Eaten, we'll be okay with that. I don't think you can eat this many.
Hi, Christina Enright. I'm glad that you're here. So
Save
yeah,
some for me. The food is making me hungry, and I don't.
we haven't even started cooking yet. So this is going to be kind of an all-day affair. I'll be here for a while, but yeah, going to be cooking. How many? So I think I got 16 times 12, 2 per person, 180 thighs.
Oh, I'm gonna need more than that.
Maybe, yeah, 180 thighs that I'm going to be cooking. So I'm going to be spicing, just simple, right? We're just doing simple because part of this meal is that is to appreciate the things that we have, and it's not going to be an overabundance of spices. Things will be fairly plain, so that makes it really easy on me. But none of my food is really plain. So
Brian should make a cook.
lucky enough that I got a neighbor. They had some rosemary that I just
They just
literally
offered
grabbed
them.
like a whole plant of it. So I'll be mixing this with the potatoes and also the rack of lamb that I'll be cooking a little bit later tonight. But yeah, y'all love on each other. You know what to do. Do it the right way too. Stop and visit someone's channel. Watch a video or two of theirs. Leave a comment. I'll ask, and this is kind of where I kind of go. I mean, y'all can make your own choices on your own, but if food's not your jam, if you guys don't like food and you're not gonna, watch some of my episodes or some of my hard work as a creator, by all means, you don't have to. I ain't mad at you. I'll still feed you. But if you like my jam, and you want to, hang out together and show me some love, I'll do much the same. I love supporting creators. All of you are unique. You're special. Some of you are family to us, so I appreciate you guys being here. Enjoy our couch. Have at it. And look, I already got sweaty pits.
That's just
Sweaty
lovely.
pits.
That's lovely. Go and scratch them and then use
Go and scratch them. No, so that's what I got. I got gloves for it to get down with the chickens.
Oh, that would be
So,
nice, Sean, if you were here.
Yeah, I would appreciate it, man. Can you just bring like a whole bunch of your prep guys here and we'll just knock this out? Love it, man. Dear Clark, I appreciate you sharing the video. That's awesome.
Dear
Do you want
P.
these?
Dear P, I think that sounds cool. Dear P, you're in the house. Bella Allure, welcome. I'm Happy Eaton's wife. I'm family at heart. I think I should say that, huh? Like, that's what people know us as. Oh my gosh, what is that?
So these.
Charlie, I only signed up for slicing potatoes and you're
That's
bringing
fine.
out more things.
Well, that's fine. And so, I mean, we can only utilize so much real estate. Should I just help you cut those?
Oh,
So
no,
we
they
get
were
down?
just going to cut themselves.
Well, I just didn't know if we can multitask that. Do you want you to do the other, or would it be better if we both do the
I
same
think we
thing?
should do that and get the
See,
potatoes in the oven.
There's reasoning.
I just like telling them what to do.
And I just do it because happy wife, happy life. Can you guys hear okay? I'm using my laptop.
Hello, Bella Allure. She's a highlight. What's for dressy? What's for dressy? Oh, for the potatoes, is that what you're asking, Drew's Food Review?
So yeah,
Drew's Food Review, is your name Drew?
it is.
It is.
Andrew, Drew. I got some minced garlic here. I got some EVOO extra virgin olive oil. I got some
Dessert.
rosemary. Oh, dessert.
Drew,
You know
why are
what?
you worried about the dessert?
See, because that's what he's all about. Dessert is not my cup of tea. I have been relieved of that, which is fine with me because I got enough going on. So
Hi, Happy
that's that.
Hobby fam. Welcome. Yeah, somebody else is doing dessert.
Yeah, that was a joy to me. I would have just bought like tiramisu or something, really
Little
Jewish.
cheesecake bites.
Well, yeah,
Really Jewish.
really Jewish. We're not Jewish, by the way. We're Christians, so Christ is King. So I hope you guys are all getting ready.
You called Drew's Food Review. Yeah, I like calling people by their name because it makes it more personal. Like you're Sean. They can hear you good.
Good.
I'm making some lunch and listening. Thank you, dear dear P. I like it. My brother's name is P, or Pranesh, and we call him P.
Sorry I missed your live this morning. I was just wrapping up a few little minor details. So one bag fits in it just pretty well, right?
Yeah, you don't fit in that.
I definitely don't. I grabbed the wrong knife. Look, this is a serrated edge.
Yeah, it's an ugly cut. Oh, do you have a dishwasher?
I do. She's right here.
The knives, like nothing. You can call me Drew. Yes, you guys, one emoji. Get him, nuts. Listen, yes, Frank, that is the key. Or he has the key. He has the key, as Sean said. My name has Christ in it. Oh, there you go. Bella Laura was stopping by to say hi. It's going on 3 a.m., so I'm going to get some rest. Oh my gosh.
Do we have a steel or a knife sharpener?
Thank you for stopping by. Still appreciate it, even though it's 3 a.m.
So y'all show love the right way. We're all creators here. So we're mixing these with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of minced garlic, some rosemary. Again, nothing too special, nothing too fancy.
That's just a box that has garlic naan in it. These are Hawaiian king rolls.
Oh yeah. No, we're using the unleavened, right? So just an unleavened bread. I'll be ordering these. Just because some people they're bread fans, so let them.
Let's be honest, Ryan likes
Okay, I'm the bread guy.
naan.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say something.
My hands, I've already cut 5 pounds. And I'm keeping track of how many I'm cutting. You like how it's towards Ryan. You guys, I'm sorry about my unmentionables there being mentioned over here. Oh, my nose is itchy.
So the twins are in school.
Did you see this? Skin span? That's rosemary right there. I don't even know where to look.
And it's
I'm
from
like,
my
look.
neighbor's house, so it's grown with love.
Yeah, look at that.
And no dogs have peed on it. She throws it down.
I love you.
So yeah.
He's on phone.
Who's on? Oh yeah.
Like this.
So my shoulder's getting slightly better. Pain has only been up to like a 7 or an 8 today. And in the past 3 or 4 days it was at an 11 out of a scale of 1 to 10. So I praise God that, things are happening. But Rosalind and I have been under attack from the devil, I believe. So
Hey, Triple J family, welcome. K for Life in the house.
Pay for Life, what's up? What's
Rainy
good?
Zion, welcome. You need parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
So this is another channel for Family at Heart. Good question. K for Life. I'm Family at Heart, so I run that channel. He's my
I'm
husband.
happy.
He's happy.
So
So
y'all can call me Ryan. I'm okay with that.
it's not the same because we don't have the same content. Ryan specifically has cooking on his channel, so when usually he goes live, he's cooking / providing feedback on how to help folks grow and stuff like that. And then when you guys are on my channel, like the last time I was live, I believe I was at the ranch with the boys, and we were just having a family day, and you guys were a part of it.
And the truth is, they make a great team. So she was kind enough to. I am really bad at asking for help. A lot of times I'll just do everything on my own. So I was prepared to do this on my own and just be here however long I would be. But Rosalind knows me well enough that I won't ask for help. And so she just came down here and lended herself to me. But the truth is, we make a really good team. And I'm grateful to God that we're in each other's lives and that He gives me the patience to tolerate her. Just saying.
Your dad sells deshpati. I want to buy a plant. Next time you're in town, okay, we'll arrange something. I want to buy a deshpati plant. That'd be sick. I had one and I killed it.
More than killed it.
I mean, it was
That's what happens when you don't water things. Just saying.
it's butchered. But I have succulents. I've grown. I'm 34 now.
Yeah, the succulents, they're like,
I've killed succulents before.
well, you have, but they're also just easy to care for.
Remember at our housewarming, we were buying us plants and we were looking at each other like, oh no, oh no.
So all this was bought at Costco.
K for Life is getting it now.
All this was bought at Costco. I spent total on the food $587. Another $100 for all the supplies like the foil pans and the what do you call those? The chafing dish little burners. What is that called? Kerosene.
Casters? Casters?
I can't think of what it's called.
Okay, Google.
That's the problem when you real life problem.
Oh my gosh. Silas in the bathroom. Okay, Google, can you play Daddy Shark? Okay, playing Daddy Shark. Okay, Google, can you turn that volume to 100%?
He knows what's up.
That thing was blaring.
So I was thinking about something, and somebody mentioned this the other day. This next election that comes up, I don't know why I'm changing the subject or anything.
Politics. I'm
And
leaving.
we're not really into politics or anything, but it's just something to think about. This next election that comes up, the people that are voting, the youth that is voting, is the first generation that will be voting since 9/11 happened. So that's food for thought. Just think about that.
Do a food review on that, Drew. Oh, wait. Get what I did.
Food for thought. See what you've done there.
Change colors, y'all. You rolled 200 meatballs. Holy,
That's a lot of balls. Meatballs. This reminds me of Chef from South Park. We'll just leave that there. We are at church.
Thank you, K for Life. Message deleted. Bye, Southern. I don't know what happened there, but you know what? We have a lot of new folks on here. So what I would like is if we retract a message, let's teach each other why that was done.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, if you haven't done so already, and I'm sure the majority of you have, but give a thumbs up to this stream. I am definitely trying to grow my channel and get my hours and get my people up there. I certainly have made family with a majority of you within the past couple of weeks. So we're kind of new to in terms of the YouTube community, but we've made some great connections. I personally know quite a few of you guys. Ralph's Trucking and More. B&O, by the way, lifting B&O still continuously up in prayer. His aunt is battling chemo, and so be with them as they're kind of going through this. But Farmall Fanatic is another person that we love. Deer Park Farmstead, who's in here right now, is another person we love. R5 Adventures, I believe, Crystal, you're driving. But these are all great people that if you don't have them up, and mods, if you wouldn't mind posting channels, if those are your, Skins Fan All Day, Sean, how could I forget you? So sorry. But yeah, you guys post your channels because we all kind of do this together. We grow together, but it's done the right way, right? Not leaving a comment like, hey, let's stay connected, like met you on Happy Eating, or, sub for sub. We're not a sub for sub channel. What we try to do here is create a great sense of community, to raise the bar, give fearless feedback on people's channels, including their artwork, their about section, their thumbnails, things like that. But all of these things together raise the bar of the YouTube community, and it makes us grow and get better together. So I'm not quite sure how many people in here right now. It looks like 21. No, is it 21 thumbs up? No, 21 people. Man, I need glasses. I have glasses. I just never wear them.
Papa Diesel.
Big Papa Diesel. Is Ralph in the house?
Sports Living in the ATL's in the house.
ATL, what's up? Atlanta.
Kenny O'Neill, I'm sorry I'm late coming. Are you cooking for a church? Yes, we
Yes,
are.
we are. Yeah, we're in our church kitchen right now.
Calls teamwork. Yes, sir.
We are preparing for a
Bye,
Savior supper.
Arishna.
Bye, Rishna. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for loving us and from literally beginning. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for liking and sharing. Hey, Camry, welcome. Nigel Noah here.
Is it Kenny O'Neill? Kenny O'Neill. Nigel Noah. Well, aloha. No, Rishna's still here.
She said bye.
Oh, maybe you read it wrong.
Oh. No, I'm still here. What did you say? Say bye to somebody else.
So Rosen was on the way here today.
Oh, hey, you cannot, but that is vlogging material.
Oh,
right?
it's
No,
vlogging
okay,
material.
go ahead.
But I'll tell you what's happened. Because I'm just like that. Rosen was on the way here today, and she was driving past a gardener as he was weed whacking, and smacked a rock right into her windshield and it cracked it. So that's why I say, y'all, we're under attack from the devil. So we rebuke that. He ain't gonna hold us down. But we're doing all these things for our church. I'm our technical director here at our church. I'm also our family ministries director. But our projector that we've had for the past, 10 years, one of them went out.
When is that coming?
It'll be here Thursday. So I'm gonna install it on Friday. We'll run
Just
through it.
making sure there isn't
Saturday we're good.
$3,000 thing sitting in the front door stuff.
Oh no, it requires a signature. So yeah, but yeah, and why wouldn't the devil attack the source of where God's people are doing His work? So we just we don't let it bother us. We still praise His name, not the devil's. God, Jesus Christ. So that's where we're at. If y'all have your own individual beliefs, I respect that. We can talk about that. I ain't afraid.
Amen. Rebuke that devil. Camera one is coming you're making.
Is Cameron here? Cameron Gonzalez? And another loyal person has been with us almost since day one.
Gonzalez.
I believe it's Gonzalez, isn't it?
Yes.
Loco Tinocos! Another great family channel, which you need to. These are Ben, he wants to go like this. Just give it up.
Yeah, I did.
I tried to throw one over here.
I lost one. Let's put it back in the bowl.
So again, chicken thigh on the bone is on the menu. With I'm just doing simple. Again, some garlic salt, a little touch of garlic salt, and some lemon pepper. I'm going to be roasting those in the oven. I'm going to be roasting these potatoes with just a touch of olive oil, some minced garlic, and some rosemary. The green beans also will just be green beans, a teeny tiny touch of olive oil, some garlic salt, and maybe minced garlic. I haven't decided if I'm going to double use it. I don't want to kind of overuse the garlic, but I want everything to blend together. We're having a nice salad that another person graciously said, "Hey, I'll make the salad."
No.
I said,
I told her to.
"Okay." Rosalind told her to. She said, "Can you
I'm
make the
good
salad?"
at delegating.
She
you
is.
guys.
My wife is really good
And
at
then I
delegating.
go, can you just buy all the stuff and turn in the receipt also? And if that's something that you can't do, please let me know ahead of time. She said, okay. And I don't know, we're about the salad. I'm very direct, you guys. And a lot of people think that sometimes it comes off wrong. But for me, I'm like, can you make a salad? Can you purchase the stuff? Turn in the receipt. If you can't do it, let me know. I don't get offended about that. Tell me you can't do it, then I got it. Right? I don't know. Anyway, we got Cherry. Oh man, where'd you go? Cherry Weight Loss Journey 2017 in the house. We're doing good. And she said, amen. Ryan, what are you going to do with those potatoes? Loco Tonocos is starving. April and Pam is in the house.
Come over, we'll feed you.
We are at church, yes. How are you doing these potatoes, baby?
A little bit of olive oil, some minced garlic, which, like I'm not trying to prep anything. I'm just trying to make this simple. So just went to Costco, got minced garlic. So let's put, a bit of this in here. We'll put some gloves on, mix this all up with some rosemary. I got to cut the rosemary here in a little bit. We'll put these in the oven. All of this I'm cooking today.
Hello, son.
And we'll cook everything, we'll call it 3/4 of the way, right? So that the rest of the time when it heats up, it finishes off and completes. I'll cook the chicken totally to temperature, but again, I'm not going to dry it out. So I'm going to 3/4 cook it, but and let it come up to temperature. So we'll let all of this cool down tonight, and then tomorrow I'll work on getting it all nice, hot, ready. And so again, just here's another example of how the devil is just working against us. Our food warmer, we have a nice cafeteria style food warmer. It's like a 7-footer, and it holds a lot of stuff. It's gone out. It's gone out a week before we were going to get this done. So you know what? We're just going to deal with it. So the devil's a liar. He's not going to get any ground. So we'll just deal with it, and we're going to make this a good time and just do it the best that we can. My wife is good at cutting these potatoes.
He just doesn't want to cut them.
To be honest with you, my shoulders, I don't have a whole lot of dexterity in it.
Loco Tonocos says, I love how involved you guys are at your church. That's awesome. Thank you. Can we talk about why a message got retracted so we can learn together?
Yeah, if I'll just kind of start, just because y'all can hear me, but I'm sure that my mods can kind of chime in or say why they did, but no posting of links. You can use the word subscribe in this room. I'm not afraid of that, but in context, you can say, hey, happy eating. I love watching you and all the work that you do as a creator, so please subscribe.
Your account has been suspended due to security reasons. Spam?
Yeah, it's totally fair. The only Wells Fargo account that I can think of that you have, but you've already withdrawn and closed, is the Boys with the Savings accounts now. Y'all ever get crazy just spam text messages? I don't think that's.
A bank says it's a Wells Fargo text message saying my account's been suspended. I'm like, makes you think though, doesn't it? They're probably watching this live right now, seeing my reaction. I'm kidding. So you retracted your own message because of spelling. Okay, just wondering. It's a Grow Together channel, you guys. I didn't know about the one emoji. We kind of I was like, oh, they erased my comment. And then I put it back again, and they erased it again, and I put it back again, and they erased it again, and the next thing I know, it was suspended for 300 seconds. I was like, throw the knife down. Just kidding. It wasn't that bad. But still, it's we didn't know what was happening, so it's always nice for us to grow and learn together.
And that's what we're here for.
How's the painting been having? It's at a 7 right now, you said.
Yeah,
Great stuff.
today I'm getting a little better.
Great stuff for your community. It's always good to have people straightforward and delicate, especially. Yeah, I agree. And then the other thing that I did, Austin, we can't help clean up. And I mean, to be honest with you, our kids, they go to bed at 8, pretty much, unless like we're at a party or something like that. I think
It's very rare that we go off schedule.
honestly, the first time, oh God, probably in like 5 years, was at Kyson and Caden's party, because remember they were like, it was their best friend's birthday party.
Yeah.
And they stayed up until
They had we were there with our friends, and
we had a fire and everything lit.
they played games and stuff all night. So it was like the first time that they've like stayed up.
Silas
really late.
was not up.
Yeah.
He was drooling on me, dude. It was bad. But yeah, it's basically, and because of that, I was like, hey, can we get somebody to clean up? Because the event's going to be over about 8. And
And we have
pick up the kids and go. It's not like we're not going to clean up, you know?
we have a young family too, and they're very, very important to us. We've done a really good job of, in fact, ever since they were. So here's the benefit of having twins, especially when they spend 7.5 weeks in the NICU, is that you literally get put on a schedule, right? Their sleeping schedule, their eating schedule. And when we got them out of the hospital as infants, we never got off that schedule. We just stuck with the routine. So all throughout their life, we've always just hey, Blended Whiskey, glad to see you here, man. But yeah, all throughout their life, we just stuck to a schedule.
Is that your first bag?
Worked out really well. No, I think it's my second, but it might be. I appreciate you. She's a really hard, good worker.
I have a broken tailbone, you guys. I can't stand for too long and I can't sit for too long. Okay, I gotta go and take a nap. My neck is hurting. Oh my gosh, let's tell you guys about yesterday. I cried in my vlog that I ended yesterday. Remember I told you at night? I was like, I just need to take a shower. I need 20 minutes to myself to ask me any questions.
I said you take all the time you need, babe.
I cried being a mom. Silas has bilateral conjunctivitis, looking guy. He's a little turd. No, he just doesn't feel well. And I want to fix it. I'm not a good baby person. I'm like, what's your problem? Let's fix it. Have a nice day. I couldn't fix it, so.
Just checking. 15 people up here, 19 likes. Just a reminder, thumbs up on the way in if you guys can. Cali Girl TV, what's up? Is Cliff still here? You're in here just yelling.
Hey, Cali girl. I know, I didn't know we were live and came in here.
That's
Stood
why we're
right
out
there and we left.
Pastor Great for us, dude.
Oh, for the back.
Tag.
Blended Whiskey, so nice to have you on here. Oh, bonfires are sick. I love bonfires. Excuse me one moment. I think. What do you mean? Huh? No.
So, anywho, any of you guys have plans for Easter? What do you guys got going on?
I wonder if something's looking for Friday maybe I would have been person.
Hey, Chef and Shay.
So, हम help करेगा like clean up or something में and then हम सिर्फ
Arthur.
बताएगा
What's up? What's
you
good?
know?
So again, y'all share our couch, network, communicate
Unless
with one another about your channels. Again, what we're here for is to just give a place for you guys to meet people that maybe might not come to your channel often, and vice versa. There's a lot of love in here. I see a lot of great people in here, great creators. But yeah, join each other and grow the right way. Watch, a video of someone that you like. Thumbs up one of their videos. Make a genuine comment like, "Hey, it was amazing to see you and Rosalind cutting potatoes together. You're a really great creator," or "the teamwork that you guys do." I mean, a genuine something that happened in the video, and not leaving something like, "Hey, let's stay connected," or "I'm showing you support, sub for sub," because that stuff is going to get snipped out right away. The algorithm is an algorithm. There are bots out there looking for keywords, and they're going to click on your channel. And some channels are already getting shut down because people are just copying and pasting the same generic, like, "Hey, sub for sub, love your channel, you love mine," stuff like that. So just be legit, be genuine about it. And like I said, you don't like my channel, it's okay. You don't have to join my channel. I'll still feed you though.
Pops, maybe हम church में हैं, तभी तुम्हारा work this समय अच्छा से? I told her I couldn't hear her very well, and she's like, "Oh," and I said, "I'm at church." She goes, "Oh, maybe that's why." Oh, goodbye. And I heard that clear.
Here, man, I don't know why I thought your thing was spam, so I just put it through.
Chef and Shade. Did you say hello?
I did?
Hello. I wanted to say hello to Callie Girl earlier, and I got a phone call. So sorry about that. Hey, Callie Girl, welcome.
Callie Girl said a lot of channels are already being removed. Is there anyone specifically that you know who? Because I know, like, Ralph has looked a couple of times at his hours, and he'll lose 200.
And R5. Let me look at my hours. And then
I'm sure it's happening. I'm sure it's happened to you.
Oh. Oh. That's been helping me.
Rosalind is at 3,500 hours, so 500 to go.
And 26.
All right.
Don't you?
460.
74. I just did the calculator.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at math. I'm at 88%, y'all.
IVE, we are cooking a Seder supper for our church. It's going to be. I did say hi to Artur. What are y'all gonna do about your coach? Who you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at the Warriors. How do they blow a 31-point lead? How does that happen? To the Knicks?
I can't believe it.
To the Knicks?
I'm not a sports fan.
It wasn't the Knicks, it was the Clippers. It was the Clippers. I was just like, what? What?
So Callie Girl didn't lose any hours, but I'm going through my friends list and I have a bunch. So you know what I've been doing, Callie Girl? I've been going through my comments.
Hey, Dojo allotment.
And some of my what's it called, videos have gone viral. Like I have 2.6 thousand views and stuff on it. Well, those ones specifically, I've been going through and looking at comments. They're like, "I subbed you, sub me back." I'm like, "No, go away." I just erase those. And
So
I think that is what is impacting. I'm not kidding you. I have about 300 likely spam comments in my comments. And I honestly think it's those people that are messing it up. So when we say, when you guys go visit each other's channel and leave a genuine comment, what we mean is don't go telling me. Actually, the best way to put it is don't go wasting your time because I'm going to erase it.
Show genuine love. But I'll tell you what, if YouTube,
Pisses me off. I'm sorry.
if YouTube is already holding that comment as spam, look at what's in there because obviously there's some keywords that they've picked up on that they're like, hey, like, it's like the referee throws up the yellow flag, like foul. So I don't know.
Yeah, it makes me so mad. Yeah, I've been deleting them. It's time consuming, but like when I go on like big lives and stuff like that, I'm honestly a moderator on like a good amount of them because it's something that we newly started doing like on Ralph or on BNO and X Written in Blood and stuff like that, right? Or even Pulsa.
Yeah, Pusha Studios. I forgot mentioning those two.
I'm on those ones, and I'm there for the host. It's like I don't want subscribers from there because it messes with my. All I have to do is go back and like delete 26 likely spam comments. It's
Matthew
frustrating.
Anderson's in the house.
Matthew, what are you doing?
It's a trap.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. You can come through, man.
So our friend Matt, he used to work at Apple, and it's so cute. The twins call him Uncle Mac, M-A-C, and I don't think they know his name is Matthew up until today. They call him Uncle Mac.
No, they know. I mean,
They
the
know?
twins know.
Yeah, Uncle Mac.
Matt, look, this is how much of a homie Matt is. Unless he tells me different right now.
He's
like,
the one
by
that'll
the
move
way,
the couch for you.
I can't do it. No, but so we're going to Fiji for an entire month, and Matt's just going to move into our house for that month while we're gone. So, house party at Ryan and Rosalind's, Uncle Max status. We don't care.
Who wouldn't want to house it for us though? Like really? It's like look at Ryan's gadgets, and Matt understands his gadgets. They both worked at Apple before, and just sit down and recline. Oh, what other recliners don't work anymore because the children ate it. It's on Ryan's honey-do list.
Matt, how's school going, brother?
Oh, he's in school?
Yeah.
For what?
It'll end up being roundabout to. He's still doing X-ray tech.
Oh, that's cool.
Right now, he's just taking some GEs to kind of get out of the way, and probably going to transfer, I think, down to Merced, but don't quote me on that.
Your dog's name is Mac. We spell his M-A-C like Macintosh. Party at Ryan's.
Monday Whiskey said lost interest. I'm back. No, I ain't mad at you.
If it would hurry and get here. Oh, your laptop? Hi, Angela. What are we cooking for? We're cooking for Seder supper at our church for tomorrow, but there's no way we can do all of this tomorrow, so here we are today.
Real deal chick, thank you for that. She said this is a cool channel. You know what I should do? I should put my phone.
Baby, have you really just got one?
No, this is my second one. I have a hurt shoulder.
I've heard that for 3 weeks. I'm like, get it.
2 weeks.
We are making chicken.
Oh, he said, I thought Blended Whiskey said, I lost interest. He did, but it was like autocorrect. He says, internet. I lost internet. Sorry. I thought it was boring. I am. That's cool.
Oh, great. We have a group message with my brothers.
I know, I
This
saw
is
that.
going to go south.
I saw that.
It gets out of control. Anybody else's siblings text group message you guys?
That's it. That's why God gave me 2 shoulders.
There you go, Matt. You too.
I'd have 2 more if you were here. Just saying.
Hey, real chick D. Matt, what you doing though? Really asking like, we'll feed you tomorrow. Feed you whatever you want. But I just have no barbecue sauce. What?
So he invited us to a
Right.
barbecue. After.
I told him to invite everybody else. I wanted to go there to the ranch for Easter egg hunt. Which we're buying a lot of eggs, but I'm not.
Silas! Conchi carta. I don't know. You want to come say hi to everybody? Silas, put the iPad on pause. Come here, buddy.
So Ryan's making chicken and potatoes and the beans he put in the refrigerator. So green beans and then salad and then garlic naan. You're not boring.
Silas, just real quick. Come here.
Bring his iPad here. It's on the iPad over there. Real deal chick. So nice to have you here, Angela Critters. It's awesome. Glad you're here. My life as tea.
Look, do you see right there? You say hi.
Say hi, happy eating.
I have eaten. Don't fall.
Kuchunane, okay?
Don't fall.
He has bilateral conjunctivitis, so he's kuchunane, papa.
No.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
But he had it and he's on antibiotics for it. You want to help?
No, we can't have you help.
Mommy's almost done, baby.
I really just wanted you to be able to come and say hello. So say hi to everybody.
Hi, Kel. Ooh.
Say hi to everybody. Okay. Do you want to go watch your iPad now?
Nigel said hi. Welcome to Happy Eating, everyone. Terry Coop, I'm new here. You're cooking for 95 people. That is a lot, yeah. Ryan and I actually work for our church. Most of you guys already know this, but we have new family in the house. So I'm just going to really quickly say, Ryan, I already did that. Ryan cooks for our church. Ryan eats.
Yep, I eat.
Ryan eats. This is true. Ryan and I both work for our church, and this is something that we just wanted to do also. We're cooking for Seder supper. This is not a part of our job. We just do it like wanted to, and Ryan's good at it. So we already had Pastor sample what we're going to.
Hi. Did you want that?
That's a great idea. I'll put on it. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was on there, so I took it. So yeah, 95 people.
The other thing I
Thank you
think I'm gonna do.
guys. Hi, Just a Girl, welcome. Hello, Brave Queen Kellen, welcome. We are cooking for 95 people for Seder supper, which is tomorrow. We're making chicken, potatoes, garlic naan, beans, and a nice salad.
This will save my neck. Save my neck. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck and back.
What's everybody doing for Easter?
You know what I should be doing? Okay.
I should be putting away like 19 loads of laundry.
Yes, you should. However, I love your helping me. No, so sometimes I like try to make an episode of live and what I'm doing here because I want to document it. I think I need to set up my.
Hold on a second. Thank you, Terry Coop, for tweeting this out. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you.
I just think I need to put my Osmo Pocket on a time lapse.
See, John Vlog said my family and I can't make it, so make it 91. You're funny. I was watching your vlog. I love it. You guys were driving. I left you a comment. I'm wondering why the semi truck is going faster than you guys.
Southern Bassin. I'm new here. That's cool. We can go fishing together.
Welcome to the family. Going to church. Yeah, we're going to church also, and then we have 2 services, so the kids are going to be ministry kids. That's what I call them. So we leave when we're probably going to end up locking the doors on Sunday, and then go home, and then put Silas down for a nap. And then when he wakes up, we're going to go to my brother's ranch to go egg hunting. You know what I need to do?
Right on, Southern Bassin.
I should do that. I should post an Easter basket vlog today.
Mm.
Get people ideas.
Richmond asks, are there any mods still here?
Me? I better be mod. No, I'm kidding. No.
Southern Bassin, as soon as I have my hands free and a little bit of time, I'll definitely check out your channel.
You are not going to stop cutting these potatoes, sir.
I'm not. No, I'll do it later tonight. I'll just be honest with you. But yeah, I like fishing shows and outdoor channels. And
Terry Coop is saying I'm new here too. Southern Bassin, I don't know if you're familiar with the community guidelines for YouTube and all of that stuff, but they say to limit your emojis to 1, otherwise the live gets marked as spam. I don't know what YouTube is doing,
I
but
don't know this. I mean,
it is true.
is it?
Yes, so just be mindful of that. Hey, Real Chick D, welcome. I'm talking, not typing this time.
Isn't
It's
it
kind of
real
weird.
sheep?
Is it chick? Real deal
Chick.
chick.
Real
Real deal chick.
sheep.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. You haven't? Yeah. It's weird, but like, wouldn't this suck if this got marked as spam and wasn't counted? I mean, not that that's the real reason why he's doing it. This is just something that We like sharing our day with you guys, and honestly, time goes by so much faster when you guys are here hanging out with us.
It's true, and it's just a place that we can all grow together. But also,
You're learning. Don't be sorry. I just had to tell you because that's how we learn, you know?
I'll be honest, right? So nobody's gonna watch Fat Dude cook some food. So this is a great way for me to kind of pad my hours and get them up there because we're all trying to get the same thing. If you're trying to be a creator and trying to get monetized, right? You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I frankly don't have enough content up right now to actually gain that, or do I have the subscriber base for that to happen? So this is a great way. If any of you creators are out there are struggling with your hours, going live is a great way to maintain your hours so that you can get up there and start to get monetized. So pro tip from you all. However, I do recommend that if you're going to do that, so that you don't hurt your subscribers if they don't leave you, is that your live channel, your live streams, that maybe you border or brand a different color. Like I might start doing that with live streams. I might start making them like yellow or red to show that they're live streams. And then my regular content kind of already has, if you guys have ever visited my channel, I have some of my branded thumbnails to follow along with my channel art. So just a thought for you guys to maybe take into your own way, but putting a border around your live content. That way your true subscribers can know the difference between these community live streams versus your actual content. What do you call it?
Your father.
Our Father.
Hello, tenants. This is the tenants calling.
It's true, Cali girl.
Will you call me back, please?
That is true.
7540.
And-
Thanks, love you, bye.
That's the other reason why live is kind of 3 birds, 1 stone. 1, you're engaging with your audience. 2, you're creating content. And 3, you're saving the time because you don't really have to do any editing. But that's what I was going to mention is sometimes so I did a live stream the other day where I was cooking. I was like 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm actually going to cook and engage my typical viewers, get my time up as well. But I wanted to grab some of the content from my video so that I can put it back in the episode that I was actually editing for. So if you guys can, other than grabbing a screen capture or something like that from QuickTime, what are your guys' other suggestions? I tried downloading the video, but I think I can only use it within YouTube to save for offline. It's not like I can grab it and edit it as a clip. But what do you guys suggest I do? Thanks, Arishma. She's so awesome. She gave the link out to share with people. By the way, all of my social tags are listed in my About section, so if you guys want to connect with me offline, you want to do something, collab, if you have any questions, if you'd like some help on your channel art or your logo or anything like that, I would lend my resources to you, give you some fearless feedback about your channel. So if you want to connect with me on any of the other, IG, Twitter, Facebook, you're not allowed to have you banned.
Cut your own potatoes.
I'm just kidding, babe. I love you. Now, what are your thoughts on the green things? Do you think we're going to need to cut them in half? We'll make that to be determined later. So
what do you want to do with your clips when you're live into your video? Sorry, I can't really hear clear.
Bro,
Can anybody else not hear us clear?
speak up.
Please don't. Just write in the chat.
But no, so what I'm trying to do is let's say I wanted to grab some of this for an episode that I released a little bit later, an edited episode with other clips, because I brought my actual camera that I usually record with. So I was going to make some, in fact, I'm probably going to break off. So you guys will see the behind the scenes of me actually recording some of this content that I'm going to put into an episode. But I want to grab like some of this, so I put this video into my actual edited video. I'm a premium YouTube subscriber, so I can download the video. Look at that camera flipping out again. Glad that you're here, Yari TV. That's Onyx. What's up? R5 is live. Again, there's some great people in this community, people that you guys should consider getting hooked up with if you aren't already. Mods, if I miss anyone, feel free to mention them, but Ralph's Trucking and More, Farmall Fanatic, Pusha Studios, Deer Park Farmstead, X Written in Blood,
That's what he's asking, Cali Girl. How would he do it?
R5 Adventures, Skins Fan All Day, Cali Girl TV, she's actually here. Is she on?
I'm trying to reach over, but I was like, wait, we're doing the same thing. You can do it.
I don't think you can add.
Hi, Mommy! I love you! So one of the rules for Silas is if he's on his iPad, or any of the kids, and if we say hi to them, they have to acknowledge us, otherwise your iPad gets taken right away. So we don't want them tuned out on their devices, right? He's watching YouTube Kids right now. That I said hi to him and I didn't even finish saying hi and he said hi back. I believe you bigger than
Will.
Pastor's so funny about the lamb. Oh, you're making lamb too.
I am making lamb.
He's like, if you don't like the lamb, you just wave over at me and I'll come right over and grab it.
My boys, they will demolish some lamb. So 8 people in here. We got 34 likes that don't want to touch my laptop. Pet Sonics, first time here, although I've been family at heart a few times. We've definitely seen you. You're not new to me. I believe that I'm subscribed to you, but I will check on that. I'll go back through this stream. all the people that I'm potentially missing. So like Penny, for your thoughts. I'm not really familiar with you. Hey, Brave Queen Cowan, you've been growing so much lately, and it's great to see you. And to think that I feel like I started you off on the journey towards doing this legit, showing love the right way. So I'm really glad that you're here.
Matt said, lamb.
Lamb.
I'm glad you like this, Penny, for your thought. If you didn't take that and do that the entire time we were here, I'd be okay with that. Okay?
I'll think about it.
Okay. Makes my teeth
Okay.
Penny, for your thoughts. I'm new live this channel. How'd you hear about us? I'm always
I
curious.
think she just came in from, if it's a she, from Cali Girl. I might be mistaken.
Oh, cool. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, it sounds like she, Cali Girl knows her. And Drew's Food Review said, what do you call a sheep that doesn't karate lamb chop?
Lamb chop! What do you call a pig that doesn't?
Bacon?
Pork chop!
Oh. I'm all bacon.
It's like Chuck Norris jokes. It just get better and better.
Oh gosh. You and Drew's food review.
Chuck Norris jokes are awesome. Chuck Norris swims laps through the pavement. So we're down to the last two. So speaking of, let's see. What do you think I'm gonna do this in? How many of these can go in?
Arishna, are you still here? Would it be wrong to have rabbit stew for Easter? Did you hear that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
What does Bruce Lee eat when he's hungry?
Parsley. I don't know. So I think I can only legitimately do 4 of these at a time.
Telemarketer's calling you.
Telemarketer is calling me.
The answer is wah. Smell coffee when you was not one.
There's coffee right there.
I don't know if you smelled it, but I did. It's probably your sweat. You drink so much coffee, your pits smell like coffee.
Oh, y'all. My shoulder. This is no good. No good. Is that yours? Sorry. I love it.
Anything like that.
I was trying to figure out what's in your hair.
Is it white?
Yeah.
It's my dry shampoo. I was trying to fix my hair and the optician's wearing it came over. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hey, Dojo Allotment. Good afternoon. Goodbye.
Nigel and Noah. Why are you so proper? Good afternoon.
This is John.
How can I help you?
Gordy! I love you! Sometimes he'll tell me, I don't love you.
So there's certain shows that we actually don't really let or prefer our children to watch. Peppa the Pig is one of them.
That's what he said yesterday.
Silas yesterday, and poor guy, he knew that he had a little bit of leverage because he hasn't been feeling well. So we wanted to make sure he was comfortable. And we also limit our children's iPad time. They get no more than 2 hours of screen time, whether it be iPad or Apple TV or whatever it is, watch a movie, no more than 2 hours a day. There are sometimes 2 or 3 days that go by that they don't even watch iPads. We encourage them to read, but Silas knew that he wasn't feeling too good, and he knew that he had a little bit of leverage, and he says, I'm going to watch Peppa Pig, and you're not going to tell me no. We were like, oh man, like poor guys have pink eye and an earache and fever and throwing up and everything else. We were like, okay, this is the one time you get up on us. Next time, Peppa the Pig, it's going to be Peppa the Bacon.
He actually has eye drops, and this is the part that's really sad for Ryan and I. He doesn't want eye drops in his eyes, but they're antibiotics, and that's the only way that we can put it in his eye. It's anytime they call, it's freezing, huh? That happened to me earlier today. But the eye drops, we actually have to pin him down to put it in his eye, the both of us. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, right?
Is it?
Eye drops at 1. It's 12:34 right now.
I was thinking
It's
the
1, 2,
voice.
3, 4.
Oh, is Dad getting the voice?
I left him a voicemail. If not, I'll just drive over there. I can come back, so I was gonna take a later nap today.
I'm mad.
Silas, do you want more pastry? Okay.
No. No. This is easier for me. This.
I don't like it, by the way. Yeah, poor baby. Dojo allotment. What's going on today? I'm glad you're here. I see you on my channel. I'm glad that you can share the love with my husband.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Ultra Fortnite Mega Man Brave Raid. Ooh la blah.
That's awesome.
Welcome. Brave.
Brave. Not familiar.
Brave. Can you finish that channel's name? Brave. Oh,
Oh no!
you brought in the glitch. Come on.
Okay. Maybe?
Hakuna Matata. Yeah, I know. I can't wait for the new Lion King either.
Dude, it looks
When is that
like
coming out?
the still motion or the live motion one?
Maybe that's what we can do.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm a little delirious.
Got Nigel to laugh. Nigel, you can have him.
See what happens when you sing copywritten songs. The camera flipped out.
Oh, that's fun.
That's the real deal. So, has anybody ever been flagged on their channel for copyright material? I know someone who has. Walking through a Walgreens and didn't realize that there was some background music.
I was live.
And they were, it was an Ed Sheeran song of all things. They were like, nope. Yeah, definitely the new Lion King looks just awesome. And I love how they stuck like so true to it. If anyone has ever seen the Broadway version of The Lion King, that is legitimately one of my favorite Broadway shows because it really brings the theater and movie together as one in just such a creative way. The costumes are amazing. Just the very first song, The Circle of Life, you know, they have actors in elephant costumes, like walking through the auditorium and getting up on stage. And it's just really, really cool. There is an Apple TV app, if any of you have Apple TV. I can't remember what it's called, but basically it shows a whole bunch of videos that are in 3D or stereos or whatever that's called, panorama, whatever. And, but it's totally 3D, so you can look all around. And there's they do that song, Circle of Life, from the stage and from the auditorium on a 360, and it's legit. To watch it and just you can with either the Apple TV remote or if you're using your phone as a controller, you can control the camera from all the different angles. It's pretty cool. Check it out. The duck is panorama. I'll have to check that out. So we got 12 up in here. Got quite a few likes, but if you haven't, just a little reminder, please thumbs up this channel. It helps me out with analytics for suggesting content to people, and it just really shows love. And if you don't love me, it's cool. I ain't mad at you.
Can you thumbs up it anyway?
Can you thumbs up it anyway? I also love the cartoon, the original one, and especially so when I was a kid, growing up.
A long time ago. Not this day, but
Before the
yesterday.
wind, before the snow. I wanted to be an animator. I wanted to be probably a Disney animator, or if I'd probably pursued it, probably would have gone the way of Pixar or something like that. But was completely infatuated with it. Maybe you guys know the scene where they pick it up and not slide it. I love you. I'm hurt. But the scene where the ants are crawling across the limb, and it blurs. It does that bouquet effect sort of, and then it reverse pans to the wildebeests running underneath. I love that part, and that's just like that was like animation cutting edge right there when they were able to do that and like actually manipulate
Can you give it this?
the animation to look like a true camera. That was pretty cool.
Hey, also Fortnite, Mega Man, glad you're here. What's new over there? Where are you from? Just wondering. We are from California, in case you guys don't know.
California love. What's that?
I contributed one more.
Sure, I don't mind. I'm also going to do it for Matthew Anderson.
My Anderson. Drumar family. Hello, you're from London, England? Wow.
Hey, Drumar fam.
They're not from London, England.
Nope.
Fortnite.
The Reese family is.
Yeah,
I don't believe that they're in
I
here.
like the part when you say Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are standing in the row.
He's never seen this.
Small ones, big ones, some as big as your head. I have a big head, y'all. Zazu. You can tell you have kids when you just break out the song and dance. You know,
The thing is, that
favorite
he hasn't
Disney
watched that
classics.
in a long time. So this is all you, bro.
So the way that this will work is
Now I'm singing the Lion King.
see, that's all happened. Somebody said that my whole life is I'm one word away from just breaking out into song and dance.
I just can't wait to be king.
Everybody do this. Everybody do that. Everybody do it.
Purple, whatever, purple, whatever. What? What? Something has happened. We don't know what happened. Purple, whatever. They reach 1K. I'm surrounded by idiots. What?
That's when Scar says that.
Oh. Back to the Lion King.
Yeah, see, Drew's another one. He can go on and on. Like the other night, you're doing like every single line from Princess Diaries.
Princess
Not
Diaries.
Princess Diaries. Sorry. Help me out. No, help me out. Why can't I think of it?
My hands are so tired. It's a girl. Or just a girl, sorry. I got
You know, stop that rhyming, and I mean it. You want to repeat it? Everybody wants kung fu fighting. Princess Bride. Why couldn't I just had a brain synapse?
I might get a blistering, guys, not kidding. Like, I'm jamming over here. I just want these cut. My kids get out of school at 1:30, 1:35. So, I gotta get there. Princess Bride. Anybody want a peanut?
Happy Eaton was fast as lightning.
Still here, guys, just multitasking. Do your thing, girl. That's what I do to your life. Like, I just, I'm there, you know. I love engaging in yours, though. That one night when you were trying to go to sleep, when that troll was there, y'all. Family at heart, I will go to sleep.
Until my father right there to die. Princess Bride, Drew's with me. Drew's with me.
I didn't say anything wrong with that. Larry doing today? That's why we don't work with Janice.
You have to take her to Sacramento or Stockton.
That's what he's doing. What do you mean you don't know?
So I have a feeling
Brian, we need to work this batch. Okay. There's a bad potato.
it only takes one bad potato.
I'll wash it right after this. This is like slimy. Keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
It's inconceivable.
Oh, he said that up top.
See, Drew knows what's up. I know what's up, Drew. I'm not spinning on mine. Are you not on Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
So now it's starting to get warm in here.
Kelly girl, how many more hours do you need?
So I know that Cali goes real close. If you guys wouldn't mind showing some love, you don't have to do it now. You can put it on the save to watch later if you want. But run through a few of her videos. Play a playlist of hers. She has everything categorized out. Watch a few of her lives. Show some love because we're all trying to accomplish the same thing. And let's keep our hours up, get our subscribers up. I'm blessed to have all of you in my life, contributing to my creativity. And I hope that I can be a blessing to your creativity.
I wasn't on her last live. Actually, the last couple of days, I've kind of been absent from people's lives because Silas hasn't been feeling well. I feel bad, but, you know, family's gotta come first.
That's what's up. Drew's only 500 hours away. Drew's Food Reviews, guys, also another great channel. If you guys don't have them, soak them up. There's the camera doing the blip. But Drew's Food Reviews does awesome food reviews of all sorts of different foods, whether it be desserts or fast food, or like he did a review at Buffalo Wild Wings. They had, I think, the Dragon Fire, something. It's blipping away. So I'm curious how, so I already kind of see a little bit of smoke, right? So the thing about a community oven, and I cook in this oven often, and I try to clean it every time that I'm done with it. There's some other people that use it that just they're not considerate like that. And so sometimes they spill stuff, and the next thing you know, we turn it on and it smokes the whole place out. But it is like a 30-year-old, maybe 40-year-old oven too, so we might actually get like an industrial grade one, and it's flipping out. Blip. So here's what I think is up with this. A long time ago, I dropped my MacBook, and I replaced the display, which has the, I know you guys can hear me still, maybe, hopefully, but I gotta fix this.
Gordy, I love you. He said, "Don't talk too much loud." You hear him?
Yeah,
It's crazy. That's a bilingual baby for you. Don't talk too much loud.
that probably causes an issue. Guys, is it hard to hear us? There's a bunch of curry in a hurry truck. Business cards here. A bunch of curry in a hurry. Is that too much background noise, guys? I'm turning the fan on. Dromar family, we are cooking, for 95 people, we're cooking chicken, so 2 thighs per person. These little creamer potatoes that I'll mix with a little bit of olive oil, some minced garlic, and some rosemary. Some green beans that I'll just put some garlic salt on. With the thighs of chicken, just keeping it simple. Garlic salt and lemon pepper. And then I'm also going to do some rack of lamb. I'm really not worried about it.
Hey Ralph, welcome.
Hey, Papa's Diesel. What's cracking?
Why do you keep looking at the thing in my hair?
It's like a little lure. Big Papa Diesel. Are you resting? Are you on a route? What's going on, man? You had to mow the lawn. You had to go to DMV too, huh? Grocery stores. DMV's never fun. California, it's crazy though because you can schedule your appointment at any one of the 12 surrounding DMVs. What's up, baby? What? I'm coming, Cyrus. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to leave you in the great hands of Rosalind.
These hands are great. We just cut 40 pounds of potatoes in half. Oh, so 2 of them? That's crazy. Modesto only has 1, but a lot of people have been going up to a different city, which is Turlock for us. And then some other people go up to Sonora also. The wait time's not that long. They have appointments, but everybody dreads going. It's horrible. Did you retract your message? If you retract it, you took it out yourself, right? Is that what that means? Silas had to go poop or pee or something, so Ryan took him really quickly. beans, potatoes, garlic naan, and then salad. That's just ridiculous, isn't it, Ralph? Like, ridiculous. So if you guys just kind of hopped on right now, earlier I was driving over here. Shoot. I actually have to make a phone call really quickly. Ramsey, I'm gonna have to hang out for a little bit. Hang out with me, guys. Hang out with this person using an Edger weed whacker. Hey, it's Rosalind from the Harbor with the windshield. I just forgot to call you until right now. Sorry about that. Write that down. It got a little bit bigger after I left too. Yeah. His name is Dan. Spelling in K-E. Oh, no. Okay.
Reading all your texts, Ralph.
Okay.
I have to pay mine. So my registration just came in the mail for my truck. $223. Where are we going, Bubba? No.
Awesome. Thank you, John. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to do that for me. I hope you have a great day. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I gotta get my truck smog.
What, Courtney?
And I'm probably gonna have to replace either one or two of my catalytic converters. I have Flowmasters on my truck, but it's also a 12-year-old truck. It's 2007, yeah. So by the time they need to be replaced.
No, you don't need to.
Versus a CDL, or what do you mean, Rob?
No. You think I remember 90? Hey, Dan. My name is Rosa. I remember from John. He was working on Harbor Road in Western California. I was working on my mission.
So Rose, we gotta take care of some business. On our way here, this is not but maybe not even half a mile away from the church. So we're driving past somebody who was landscaping and doing some gardening, and was doing some weed eating, and it flipped the rock into her windshield, and it cracked her windshield. So she was able to turn back around and get some information from the people. And it sounds like they're kind enough to be able to take care of the windshield for us. So it's kind of nice, but it's just like one more thing we got to deal with. We just had something on top of something on top of something on top of something. So it's been silly. Do you want to get your orange here in the other room? Want to be in here? So what I'm going to end up doing is taking each one of these, taking a little extra virgin olive oil, put it in here, just a touch, not very much. Some rosemary and some garlic, and just mixing it all up and then pouring them back into the containers, covering these with foil, putting them in the oven. I have the oven set at 325. Probably going to do it for 40 to 45 minutes, depending. I'll kind of check on them. I don't want to totally cook them all the way, because we're going to reheat them back up and let them finish cooking the rest of the way, so that they're ready for tomorrow's dinner is at 6:30. So that's that. I still got 12 people in here. If you guys haven't done so already, please give us a thumbs up. I'm also open to fearless feedback. Like, hey, this is boring. Cool. You don't have to watch it. I'm just trying to get my hours up there. So, but yeah, no. Anything it's on your heart, put it out there. But we just appreciate you guys sharing our couch with us, so to speak. Networking with people that are here, true creators, and doing the same thing. It's a daily grind. So, have at it. Is your orange good? Yeah? Silas, whose jersey is that? It's the Seahawks, but whose is it? Number 3. Who's number 3? What? It's my Bea. This is my Beas. Bea means brother in Hindi. That's Russ Wilson, who just extended his contract and is now, I believe, the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. I think he just topped Aaron Rodgers by just a few million, so $35 million, with $65 million in bonuses. $35 million a year. It's impressive. You waited to. Long kisses. You see yourself up there? Yes. What? I'm sure. Oh, your cake? See, where's your cake? Put those right there. It's a good thing I'm going to clean all of that up here again. Want to. The trash can's right next to you, look. We put it on the floor. Put the trash can, buddy. It's right there. You see it? Look on the other side if you didn't know. Y'all, I'm just so grateful that you would even if I'm playing on another tab and there's not actually 12 people in here, but I'm just so grateful you would spend time with me this afternoon so we can hang out. This is a lot. We had some things fall through. Hey, Mama Lynn. So we had a caterer who was originally going to do this. The caterer just couldn't make it. So I was honored that my pastor would even say, hey, you think you can do it, Ryan? I said, you know what? There's no reason why I can't. I certainly cooked for this many people before, so happy and honored to. In fact, a lot of times for our church, I'll do like 40 racks of ribs for all church barbecue. Or every first Sunday of the month, we have an all church barbecue, so everybody brings a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Maybe a side dish or their favorite dessert, favorite salad. And then like I'll usually cook like a main portion. So last time I did 9 tri-tips in my smoker at home, and brought me. I thin sliced them for everybody. So we usually feed anywhere from 100 to 175 people or so. So it's a real blessing that we can all break bread together and just kind of hang out. Again, just a friendly reminder, if you haven't done so already, give a thumbs up to this video. You can just exit out of the chat with the thumbs up. I'm probably going to need to take some medication here. My shoulder's really starting to grind on me. So it's really starting to grind my gears. How's that?
They are wondering if I want to put it into my insurance company. I was like, absolutely not. Like, why would I want to turn it into my insurance company?
Well, I mean, we could.
And pay my deductible when the insurance.
Well, it's going to get reimbursed, but it just goes.
Finish that. And then you can post that. Okay, you hang on.
Make sure you please or you.
You hang on to it. Hang on to it. Smothers, you have favorite smothers? No, those are the. You need that one over there. Right over there? It's gonna be fun on Sunday, yes. Why are you planning for Sunday?
Drew's food review. So. Eat a picture. Oh, you know what really grinds my gears? Noah, oops, when you said you needed to come over here and help tear out some carpet, I was thinking entirely different. Thank you.
We need it in a moment.
So a little bit of olive oil, not much. Okay. What are we making? At Sodus, we are making a Savior Supper for my entire church. Well, not my entire church. It's a ticketed event. Not everybody's coming. So a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic here. I need to chop up your things. Great. Great, Scott.
So I have to file a claim to the city attorney's office.
Because they're under a contract with the city. The city's going to fight it too, dude.
Huh?
The city will fight it.
No,
But
they said they're just gonna put it
you put in an incident.
If I had left a second later, they
Oh,
want
what a
30
good shit.
estimates. It's gonna be fun. Hey, let's drive around today, get an estimate for this. We from American Out of Depot. But basically we pay for it and then they give us a check for it. But it's getting, like right now, it can get fixed so much faster and cheaper. No, because it's getting bigger and bigger. It's cracking.
Oh no, the whole there's not solid. They're gonna have to replace the entire thing. Time check. The boys get out of school here in a little bit.
Have I ever forgotten to do that?
Yes.
It's like, say it to my face.
Okay, I gotta do a couple things here. So now that I'm actually getting into the cooking portion of it. So y'all, this is what I shoot on. This is a DJI Osmo Pocket.
We tried out somebody
Punch it.
2000 yesterday, and that person's one of their videos was somebody delivering that to them.
Oh yeah, that's legit. But yeah, this is a pretty little handy gimbal that, it's a steady cam, but I like that I can move it around. So I'll do that here in a moment. But you guys will see me actually kind of recording some footage. And it'll be in a future episode that I will release on my channel, and you guys can say, "Oh, I was there for the live portion of it." So, birds, the bird is the word. So, have you heard of the news? A certain aviary type?
So here's what 40 pounds of potatoes look like.
Vlogging opportunity. She gets to vlog, I get to vlog, we all get to vlog together.
This is done.
That's what's cool is that
I gotta go see it. So you guys doing
we make a great husband and wife team. So,
Ryan's actually doing this live show on his laptop right now. It's doing it. Here very soon, I've got to make it clean from school. And we should have everything else. Okay, what are you going to get into now? Can you help me with these drops before I leave?
yeah.
What are you doing for dinner? What are you getting for
How much
surprise?
tall is that?
Not very much. What's that?
Give us a few minutes. Y'all hang out on our couch. If we lose some viewers, it is what it is. Y'all come and go as you please. But we gotta just really quickly give Silas some medicine.
Yeah, I dropped some of his eyes. This is how my hands are doing. It's like, like, look at, compared to, it's not too bad. This is the hand I cut with. The heart. But it's okay. Be right back, guys. We gotta put Silas's eye drops in. Gordy, come here!
That's all we have to do, buddy.
Sorry for you. Sorry that you don't like that, but it's so good for you. Soon, it's not gonna hurt anymore. Everybody will be good. Tell him. He don't want to talk. He wasn't happy. We're at our church, you guys. a blog with a blog within a blog.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh yeah,
vlogception.
a blog.
You see what I've done there? Somebody already say that? Oh, great. You stole my joke, Matt.
You're so sad. I was thinking about leaving him here and coming back. What else do you do? Chicken? Yeah, but I don't want to do the chicken. Chicken's not on there. Since I
So, I
did
mean,
this
the
stuff.
potatoes all have to be put in, they're going to be cooked in cycle.
Right. So when are you gonna marinate the chicken?
Well, maybe sooner than I think the green beans will be next because all that stuff.
So I'll come back in like 2 hours when he wakes up to help with the next thing. Does that work?
If you want. Matt, you sure you don't want to come down here, man?
Alright guys, I'm leaving. I gotta put this guy down for a nap. Ryan thinks he's gonna do it by himself, so I'm just gonna let him. I'll see him tomorrow. You wanna play? Okay, listen, when you wake up from your nap, maybe we can come back, okay? With your voice. Okay? You said bye, family. Papa's not gonna stay here. I'm leaving. Ryan's staying. He's
So this is truly some fresh rosemary.
We'll be back about 5 to put the next set in here. Okay, no, we're gonna leave it here. I love you.
Love you too. That's nice of you, Taranika. Wish him a happy nap. So it's not like, trimming rosemary is that hard, but pro tip for any of you those that don't know it is if you go opposite the way that it grows and you just slide it down, you'll be able to get the rosemary right off the stem. I'm grateful that an old neighbor of mine had a great, huge rosemary bush, and they have the best tasting rosemary. And they take care of it. We have rosemary at the house, but literally, they have a bush. I knew I needed a lot. I didn't want to take the whole twig of it, to mess it up from growing. Strip seeds. I see what you've done there. Smells so good. Rosemary's fresh. Get really well taken care of. There's several different kinds of rosemary. You have sweet rosemary, Italian rosemary, even citrus rosemary, and they legitimately have all of those different flavors infused into them. So that's pretty cool. Back away. Brown chicken, brown cow. Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing. Dad jokes are bad jokes. Came in here just in time. I'm hungry. Well, we'll be eating tomorrow. It's a ticketed event. Tickets are only $15. Kind of proud of myself about all of the fixings, everything that I need for about. Now we're not doing this to turn a profit at all. We're doing it to just break bread and have fellowship with people and honor and celebrate what's upcoming this Sunday is the death, burial, and the resurrection of Christ. But yeah, I'm kind of proud that all of these ingredients, all the supplies I needed, only cost me about $600. Take that back, 587 plus 100, so 687, almost 700. So, but yeah. So Drew, like I said, man, you come this way, I'll cook for you anytime. There's a couple people in this room that have had my cooking before. Matt Anderson is one of them. Yeah, man. Seriously, I'd love to show you around here. I'd love to show you Moab's meal on a bun, Fast Eddie's. In fact, little known fact, Eddie's a friend of mine. I named one of his burgers for him. We have a jalapeno and blue cheeseburger. We call it the Angry Eddie because it's perfect for his temperament. And it's really it's pretty gnarly on my shoulder right now, I'm not gonna lie. Mods, I do hope that you're saying hello to the new people as they come in. Also making sure that you're regulating any sort of defamatory remarks or anything. I trust you guys. That's why I made you blue. You're my blue crew. So Smurfs. So, you know what we've done here, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, generous amount of rosemary. We're going to be mixing in, I think each one of these is 5 pounds of potatoes. I'm not quite sure. Can't quite recall. But we'll toss these in. Reminds me, I should be recording this. Mix again, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of rosemary. bring it right back into the same. Cover these with foil. Get these in the oven. Simple, right? Nothing more than that. And I'm going to throw I wish I had some kosher sea salt. Well, this isn't my kitchen. This is our church kitchen. I wish that my kitchen was this large. I do have, it's a fairly nice sized kitchen. Certainly love to use it. But yeah, this has got a double oven in it. That's the one thing I miss about my old house, was having that double oven. Could really get some good cooking done. But yeah, this is not my space. This is our church. So yeah. Queen Callan, keeping on. Who was the roundest knight in King Arthur's court? Circumference. So that light dusting over the top. That way when it gets mixed and as it's served, it's not too overwhelming. I already have the garlic in here, but just a little bit of salt just to kind of make it a little tastier. But that rosemary is going to infuse all into that and just make it oh so tasty. So again, a healthy bit of garlic. Just a touch of olive oil. A liberal amount of rosemary. 5 pounds of potatoes. Potato down! Potato down! Again, a light dusting. The garlic sauce. Hey, Barones family, are you guys in Spain or are you back? Monstar, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you. How's that 1,000 life, yo? 1K. So tell me, have you guys ever cooked on still in Spain. That's awesome. Is this Mo or is this Miriam? Yes, we are feeding our group, our church tomorrow. We're having Seder supper. So in honor of the Passover, this is what we're doing. But yeah, have any of you guys cooked in bulk like this, or cooked any sort of like restaurant preparation food? If so, like, tell me how that's gone for you. What's that look like? Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo, man. Ayo, man. Ayo. You tell me, how do I say your name? Ayo. Ayo, midday. Ayo, midday. I don't know. I'm not trying. Yes, I worked in restaurants for 15 years with buffets and catering. What's up, banquets? Large vegetables. I bet you make a good banana Foster's. It's one of my favorite. Simple things, can't go wrong with a little bit of Grand Marnier and some butter. I mean, always, can't go wrong. You're a chief in the name. Chef or a chief? Okay. I gotta close doors because now the flies are coming in. That's no good. No good. So some of you guys know we're going to Fiji, and I have these 25,000 milliamp battery packs. They have a cool little flashlight on them. They also have a digital readout. So these will be going with us to Fiji to help us to vlog. It's going to be pretty legit. I love just comfort food as well. I'm real simple. I mean, I do a lot of smoked meats, a lot of grilled meats, things like that. But today we're just doing simple ingredients, nothing fancy. I mean, sometimes I like getting fancy. You guys can watch some of my episodes. Like the basil and cheese filled stuffed pork chops wrapped in bacon. That's pretty good. So yeah, I got these on Amazon, Matt. They were about $35 a piece. Got 3 of them. That way, because we'll be in Fiji, and there's power conversion there. So want to make sure that we can just charge this thing up and kind of be good to go. So yeah, 3 of them were less than $100. It's pretty legit. So where did I leave off on this? I don't think that I put. Let's find out. What I think I'm missing, I did. I knew it. I knew it. Started freaking out at the flies. I was like, flies! There's enough of those that I can get these into the oven right away. And for all of you ASMRs, this is the part where it's going to get nice and loud. So you'll either enjoy it or hate it. So, Mo, you gotta tell me, are you guys, are you in Zamora, Madrid? Where are you guys at in Spain? Hey Siri, start a timer for 45 minutes.
Okay, 45 minutes and counting.
If I were in my kitchen, it would be, hey Google. Okay, Google. Silas knows how to talk to Google now. Google recognizes his voice finally. Monstar, I'm just keeping it simple. Got a little extra virgin olive oil, some minced garlic, and some rosemary, and just a light dusting of some garlic salt. And that's it. Just keeping it real simple. Bye, Taranika. I'm glad that you came. I appreciate you spending so much time with us. No flies, go away. Flies, Hey, Gaga, Life in America. Glad you made it here. I am not familiar with you, so I will make sure to go back through this, show you some love, give you some support on your channel. Check you out. I'm really glad that you're here. If you don't mind me asking, how did you get here? So Monstar, again, just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Not too much, just enough to kind of coat it. Healthy spoonful of garlic. Then a little bit more. A generous amount of fresh rosemary. Just grabbed this from my neighbor's rosemary tree almost. It's not even just a bush, it's just a tree. And then just 5 pounds of creamers. Little baby creamers, tossing that. Then dumping it into these lasagna pans. Right now, again, because I'm going to be heating them up, I'm going to pull these out, let them cool down. But I'm only half cooking them, so I'm putting them in the oven, 325 for about 45 minutes. We'll see what that looks like. I don't know. Maybe I might need to go a little longer, but I'll kind of pre-test them. I want them to be not fully all the way soft, and then when we go to heat them up, we'll take the foil off and kind of brown them into the oven, just really quickly and bring them up to temperature. Then I'll be putting them into chafing dishes and serving. So. Four days in Barcelona, day 3 in Spain, Madrid, Toledo, tomorrow Lisbon, Portugal. That's nice, so you guys can kind of hop over. I imagine you guys are taking a train there. Internet is bad. You got to just like rely on when you get back to the hotel, and not all hotels have Wi-Fi, but sometimes they do. And when they do, it's like 3 kilobytes per second. It's all DSL. Not even DSL, like straight like baud modems. We caught Selena on here the other night. I think she had her first live. You mentioned it, and then we ended up raiding her. Going over with Skins Fan. We raided her and kind of made her night, so it was pretty cool. Have you ever heard of Montreal steak spice? I have. My wife is not a huge black cracked pepper fan, so that's why we don't. I use Montreal a lot of times, like on the outside of a rubber, like a tri-tip or something. But yeah, wife's not too fond of it. I do want to show you guys some. These roasting pans, what I'll be doing the chicken on, they're like $10 at IKEA. And I had them actually ordered so I didn't have to go to an IKEA near me. We have 3 or 4 different IKEAs within about 2 hours or less around here. But I love these roasting pans for everything. I'll do a turkey in here. I'll do rack of lamb. I'll do ribs in here. But I love that it separates. But these are pretty easy to clean. But what I really love about them is the size. It's not too awkward because some of these are really big and you can't, this is an older, smaller oven. So I basically got these because I knew that these are going to fit into that oven. So IKEA has a lot of cool, great things. So these were $10 a piece. It was a steal. Oh no, pan down. Again, I'm so blessed to have the many of you that are hanging out in here. Yeah, you're right, Monstar. That's why I like it, because it's raised. Also, if you ever want to infuse you want to put onions or something on the bottom and infuse the flavor up into the meat or anything like that, it's at a nice distance that you can really separate it and get that convection cooking going on. So it really helps you cook evenly. Especially with these older ovens, I kind of have to rotate the bottom to the top and the top to the bottom. I've learned that with cooking ribs, but that's the real reason why I bought these roasting pans. Is that so I'll slow cook ribs in the oven for about 8 hours at a low like 220, and I'll slow roast them. I'll pull them out, let them cool down. I'll baste them with barbecue sauce, wrap them in some cling wrap, and I'll let them cool overnight in the cooler after they come down to temperature. And then I'll fire up. We have a nice size spit that we use. And I'll use mesquite chips along with some Sonoran mesquite as my coals to basically bring the ribs up to temperature, but to add a little bit more smoked flavor to them. And they just fall right off the bone. And my church, they eat them up. They just love them. So, yeah, if you ever want that recipe, in fact, I'm going to be hosting that as one of my episodes here pretty quickly. I have a lot of editing to do. I just had a lot going on in life that I've kind of had to put pause on YouTube life and just do what it is that I have to focus on. So being our family ministries director, also my wife and I oversee the children's ministry here We run a program called Awana, and I run a young marrieds group called Pulse. So between those different ministries, it kind of, and plus we're huge on family time and really respecting family. So it's hard for me to kind of pour into YouTube as much as I do, but usually when the kids go to bed afterwards, that's when I catch up with a lot of you guys late night. So I'm really glad that you guys that you're spending some time here. It blesses my heart, so I'm glad that you're here. Or as Matt would say, because he knows, I'm just glad you're here. I can't think of any better place that I would be. You've come to the right place. I used to always say that when I worked at Apple. And I wasn't, disingenuous about it, if that's even a word. I think it is. It makes me sound smarter if it's not. But I would say it, heartfelt, because truly, if you're trying to get help somewhere, like if you drive a Mercedes-Benz, you're going to want to go to a specialized Mercedes-Benz dealer. You're not going to want to go to Walmart, or a specialized Mercedes-Benz mechanic that can truly work on your car and then know the ins and outs. So, not that I know the ins and outs of cooking or YouTubing, but again, I'm just glad you're here. If I'm not catching up on the chats, I try to. Don't hate me, as it turns out. Oh man, I am. I'm really thankful for all the life skills that Apple's really invested into me. Apple's changed a lot over the years, but working at Apple made me a better person, a more rounded individual. It allowed me to communicate a lot better, to prioritize, to learn about fearless feedback and what feedback was all about. So it was a real experience. Apple is very, very selective about the people that they hire, and rightfully so. So it was an honor to be a part of the Apple family for the almost 5 years that I was, because it brought me to a lot of different places that I never thought I'd be in life. And here I am in front of y'all. So man, this shoulder is just like, I have no movement. When I try to just do something simple like shake garlic salt over the potatoes, it's just really foreign. It feels so weird. I have no dexterity in it at all. So cooking stuff. Hi, Deb. Triple DC. Debbie C. I'm glad that you're here. God first, family second, YouTube third. Maybe even YouTube third or fourth sometimes, because other life priorities like disc golf come up. But that is a great philosophy. I had lots of internet problems when running around to different locations in my Airstream. Keep on keeping on. As it turns out, Matt, you're so funny, man. I really miss you, brother. I know it's been a long time since we've hung out. I know you're busy with school, and I've been busy with work and whatnot, but it's really glad to have you in here. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Wednesdays is my day to live stream. Oh no, potatoes down. I live stream a network grind for you guys to all mingle and hang out. Normally, I would be offering fearless feedback about your channels, whether it be album art, or your playlists, or your about section, or your content in general. We all just kind of open the forum and give everybody maybe their 5 minutes of fame. Normally, I do that every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if that works in with your schedule and you guys want to come hang out on my couch, I would love to have you there. It's just usually I do it for, I don't know, about an hour or two. We usually have our family dinners at 6 p.m. So I try to wrap up the live stream within 2 hours. But really just kind of hang out with y'all. You guys have become family to me. I love this part of the YouTube community. It's just encouraging that we can all help each other really raise the bar, and to just, so many of you creators are so talented at what you do, and your love and your passion, it's an inspiration to other creators. So keep being awesome. It's really great that you guys are here. I judged it wrong. I thought I had enough rosemary, but I'm gonna have to maybe just do one more because I have. You guys can see it. I have that much left for 2 more trays of potatoes. I think I need a little bit more, so I'll probably cut some here in a second. It's true. Keep on keeping on. The truth is that it's going to get messy in here, but it is what it is. I'll clean it all up. If not, I'll have my wife do it. Don't tell her. No, you know what? We really make a great team. She's awesome. We make a lot of educated decisions with one another. We do what's best for our family. I feel like we have our priorities straight. And what I really love about my wife is that she doesn't mess around. She doesn't take any guff. She sets people straight, tells it just like it is. And it's a blessing to have her in my life. We've been through thick and thin. We've had our ups and downs. We've had our peaks and our valleys. But I'm just so blessed that God put her in my life. We hold each other accountable. And she's just an amazing life partner. So I hope you guys have somebody like that in your life. And if not, that person's out there. They're waiting to be found by you. And God's waiting to put you together. Absolutely, my little bit of peace. I'm glad that you're here. I have a meat bolognese sauce on my stove. It smells so good in here. I like some bolognese. I like tiki paku sauce as well. Romano or Roma tomato sauce. But bolognese, do you use like sausage? Because I also make a really good bolognese reduction sauce with duck. It's pretty amazing, man. Responding to a text message. Again, moderators, I'm glad that you guys are here, able to greet people as they come in. Also regulating the chat. No hate in here. Pork sausage. You do your bolognese with pork sausage, ground beef, sometimes sneak in a little fried bacon. That's what's up. That's what's up. Or some pancetta. Yeah, for sure. Just got an email from the governor of Arizona about one of my videos on YouTube. A video I made this horrible hotel. Not so victory and never ever stay there. I hope it's a good letter where they like want to. Was it an apologetic letter or hi family at heart? That's my wife. I was just talking about you. Your ears must be burning. So I was just saying how you're an incredible person. The boys ask, "What are you doing?" And the other one goes, "He's making Seder. It's Seder, buddy. Seder. Seder supper." So if you guys don't have family at heart, it's a great channel to soak up. Babe, I'm glad that you're here because you can also maybe bend the ears of some of our largest contributors to this community. People like Farmall Fanatic, B&O Outdoors, X Written in Blood, Ralph's Trucking and More, R5 Adventures, Gill Skills, Pusha Studios. All of these people are great people to have in your corner. Cali Girl TV. I mean, these are all people that love on each other and truly know what it means to be a sense of community. So thank you for being here. It's getting hot in here since I have closed the doors. There are no flies, but I will not take my clothes off. Y'all like my song? That's my jam. Rona's family, are you still in here? Rosalind, I was right. They're on vacation. They're in Spain. That's why we've seen them so sporadically. I knew where they were going, and I just forgot. But yeah, we were just saying, Rona's family kind of fell off the face of the earth, and they just went to the other side of the earth. That's all. Oh, see, Rona's family is still in here. Awesome. I'm really glad you guys got to get away for a nice vacation. Spain's probably nice this time of year. Cooler nights, but pretty mild during the day. You guys will probably really enjoy Portugal. Lisbon is really pretty. It's crazy because you can take a 45-minute train in a different country, speaking a different language. You could be in France 1 minute, and then in Spain the next, and then in Switzerland. Just within half a day. It's really cool. You guys have traveled in Europe, you know what I'm talking about. Speaking of traveling, for those of you who don't know, we are going to Fiji for the entire month of June. And we'll be vlogging that and bringing you the island life sporadically, because kind of the same thing. I don't know if we're going to have the greatest of internet connections out there while we're there. But yeah. So on to the green beans next, I think. This Wi-Fi internet buffering every 2 minutes. Yeah, I can imagine it's probably just silly. What did I take without permission? Nice. OnStar, sounds like we should collab sometime soon, man. Starting to smell good in here. Garlic and the rosemary all mixing together. I eat it. Yeah, you will have great internet connection. So I'm making an executive decision here. I was going to break these in half. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Some of them do have to be. Some of them do have to be clipped a little bit. These I will mix by hand. Wrap again. So my shoulder is really starting to get to me. So Rosalind Sherry asked if there was room for 4 more. Yes, they're green beans. They are French cut green beans. And again, just simple. Gonna be steam roasting these in the oven. Just soften them up, but as they're in the chafing dishes, they'll cook up the rest of the way. So just a touch of garlic salt, a little bit of garlic. That way the potatoes and the green beans kind of mix together, not too overwhelming. I'll be using half the garlic, that I use in the potatoes, in these green beans. Again, just a touch of it, but more on the garlic salt. I want these to be a little saltier than, say, the potatoes are. So 6,000 apprenticeship hours we used to use olive oil, salt, pepper, and bake them to get some brown on top of them. For the green beans, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I thought about doing some just real simple cracked pepper, sea salt over the top. But also, this, believe it or not, this dinner is going to be, by purpose, kind of bland. The Passover dinner we'll also be doing another portion of the Seder supper, with horseradish and sea salt and mustard and all of the traditional Jewish things that they would eat at Seder supper. So we'll also have a little bit of lamb on the back end of this too. So it'll be tasty. So simple, so good. Yep, not trying to overdo it, overthink it. Just trying to be practical. These were a whole bag of these. Look, at Costco, organic, washed, trimmed green beans, $4.99. So $5 a bag. If you get these for your family, you want to make sure that you eat them up right away because they're organic. A lot of times they'll go bad a lot quicker because there's no preservatives or pesticides on them or anything like that. But these are only $5 at Costco, so you can scoop them up in the produce area where they have like the entire locker of everything, from lettuce to spinach to these guys. In fact, I'm gonna switch it up. We'll put a little bit of sweet mesquite. Just a little bit. Just made that choice on the fly. Whatever, it is what it is. Babe, are the boys already at piano? So I know I'm quiet. I reckon take some time to talk about YouTube philosophies. Share some good things that I've learned along the way, and just how to be genuine, and loving, support other people in this community. Stop by any of these channels that are in here. These are all creators, most of them. They're all networking. So again, I'm just honored that you would even spend time with me. But stop by their channels. Leave a comment, thumbs up their videos, share their channel, share their videos. But be genuine in a comment that you leave. Not like, hey, I met you on Happy Eating. Let's stay connected. Because the bots of bots will, they'll get to pick up on words like that. And when they pick up on words like that, that's no good. Because your channel will get flagged for sub channel. And YouTube is in the business of shutting those channels down. And I get it, I would too. I mean, if you were trying to really rightfully pay people who are being serious about the content that they're making and creating, because look, everybody wants to be a YouTube star. Everybody wants to be YouTube famous. Everybody wants to collect those checks without having to do anything. But the truth is, if any of you creators, and I know you can identify with this is work. Like editing, and a huge shout out to my wife, because in October of last year, she didn't know how to edit a video. And now I think she does really well for herself. And I've seen her grow and come a long way. But I know that the rest of you have too. And, pouring your life's work into this community is it's a blessing, because, again, we just want to raise the bar and all help each other to grow. But we got to grow the right way. Again, being legitimate with your comments, being sincere with your subscription. And I'm grateful that you guys are here. But if any of you guys don't dig on my cooking, I ain't mad at you. I mean, just, Fortnite's your thing and grilling is not. It's cool, man. I wish you luck, and I will try to offer you genuine feedback. I'll just be also honest. I may not subscribe to your channel if I'm not going to support it. I might not end up there. So I love that you love what you're doing, and I know that there's a whole different genre of people that you can connect with. So that's what I'm really here to do, is to help give you genuine and sincere feedback, and just kind of go from there. So I hope you guys share the same philosophy with me. And if not, well, again, there's a lot of other channels out there for you. There's a lot of other places to grow. They may not be some of the right places to grow. There are some places that are just about turning and burning numbers, and getting as many people as possible to thumbs up their live stream and kind of go from there. But I'm just all about the community portion of it. I'm blessed to be a part of it. I'm grateful to be a part of it. It blesses me that I can spend time on a lot of your channels. Sometimes, especially with this shoulder thing, I haven't been sleeping at night, so I catch up with you guys 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. But I love each and every one of you. You guys are awesome creators. Stay awesome. A gamer, a chef, wrestling fan, all my facets. And isn't it awesome that you can have a channel that can kind of tackle all of those things? Like, I love Ralph's channel. Ralph's Trucking and More has so many different facets to his channel, whether it be trucking, travel, NASCAR, vlogging, YouTube community. I mean, there's when you talk about diversity in a channel, that's pretty cool that you can see somebody be successful in a channel and have such a following of so many loyal people. Ralph just said he's been teetering up and down with 1,700 subscribers. He might be well past it now. I really don't know. But yeah, I mean, I just love the sense of community, all these people that I've met, and then we can share things that are important to us and our families. Like how many of you guys have, shared in prayer to lift up B&O's family because his aunt is battling cancer? It's things like that that really knit us together and can it really demonstrates how interwoven that we are as a community. There are people out there that are great at what they do, whether it be giving motivation to other creators. Some people don't really like James Cox for what he does for the YouTube community. I love the way that he, shares his philosophies of paying it forward and hashtag I'm a creator and things like that. But there's a lot of people that don't care for it too much. But again, we're all just here to make each other greater. That I truly am inspired by making someone else greater and not putting any attention or focusing anything on me or my channel. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my philosophy. If you guys have any other different viewpoints, any other different things that you might consider to be truths of YouTube, please share them here. This is a great forum to be able to do it. I think for the majority of us, we're all like-minded, in terms of, and there is an epidemic out there. There is an epidemic of, us creators or community people, we call them trolls. People that are just trying to bring others down and just to hate on people. And it's just not really something that I care to be a part of. So I'll instantly just try to reverse. If I see that, I'll either try to shut it down if I'm a moderator on anyone's channel, or just try to reverse that negativity into positivity. There's a lot of people out there that might not have the same skills or talents or, resources that you guys have. But wouldn't it be great if you were able to share the resources that you have with those people to truly make them a greater channel and not hate on them? Speaking of resources, places that I love going for my channel are places like Canva, canva.com to do thumbnails. I really recommend that if you guys are struggling with thumbnails or channel art or anything like that, to visit a place that can help you to kind of identify your brand. They can help you inspire artwork and the things that you can really make your channel stand out. Because really, you're just trying to get people in your store. The longer people are in your store, they're buying things. So making sure that you're not hiding any of your videos. And that if you are hiding, I do recommend hiding some playlists, like the playlist of favorite videos of yours or things that you like. And the only reason is because, again, you want to keep people in your store. You want to keep them there spending away. And if you're putting them or leading them to someone else's channel, if that's your intent, that's great. But I think some people, they don't realize that their playlist is actually hurting them because it's videos that they like. And the next thing you know, somebody got to your channel, and then they saw another video that they like, and they've gone down some other rabbit hole. So try to keep the people that you want at your channel. Silas for sale, will deliver for free. Let's see, what are some other resources that I use? Personally, me as an editor, I use a MacBook, so I use Final Cut Pro. YouTube is a great place. I'm just one YouTube video away from being an expert on anything. I can watch one YouTube video and, it teaches me something. I can refine that, define it, and become a better creator because of it. So, two more of these. 6, 8, 10, 11. Kind of need some more lasagna pans. Just 2 more. Babe, is there a Sharpie around here anywhere? Yes, Sean, I am cooking for the church. It's for our Seder supper. These potatoes are starting to smell really good. Might check on them here in a little bit. Siri will let me know when the timer goes off when 45 minutes has been. Be right back, guys. Do you want to be on speaker or no?
No.
Okay, hold on. What's up? Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to kill my timer. 45 minutes is up. Potatoes are done. I can check on them. I don't know. I don't know what to him. Give him a few more minutes, but if so, yeah, you let me know when he's here and I'll talk to him. And he can talk to me. Okay, bye. Sorry, family matter. Silas is being a bit of a pill, not really wanting to take a nap, so I'm sure some of you dads out there can understand how that goes. Live. And action. It's the of love. Not really. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta taste them. I'm about to. Just trust me. So the thing about this oven, it's a little bit older. It doesn't cook evenly. So definitely the ones on the top are still pretty firm. I do want to only kind of 3/4 cook them, so not all the way full done. Just because they're going to heat up and continue to cook more in the chafing dishes and in the warmer. But yeah, I don't know. I might just have to kind of rotate them around and see what's up. They smell tasty, but they're not done. I think I put the bottom ones in about 10 minutes later. So is that clock right? Yeah, so about another 10 minutes. Cool. I'm gonna look for a Sharpie. Talk amongst yourselves before I get verklempt. Rosalind, if Silas doesn't become too cooperative with a nap or whatever here in a little bit, why don't you and the twins come down here after they're back from piano? And I also need, if you just stop by the Dollar Tree on the way here, I need a couple of lasagna pans like this. I really only need 2 of them, but I like having some extra for like Awana and the burgers. And they're only $1 for a pack of 2, so if you want to buy 4 or 5 of them, I'd appreciate it. Let's see, he looks exhausted, babe. Ski fan all day. Monstar, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming in. It's cool that you and I share so much in common. I've been giving your channel some love, but sounds like I need to give you a little bit more love. So thanks for stopping in, spending some time with me. It's awesome, man. I really, really appreciate it. He needs a nap. Yeah, I imagine that he does. Especially with last night, he did not get much sleep. How did I get into cooking? That's a great question. My very first job ever. Well, So my first real job where like I became good at it, not just like a job that I got, an hourly wage for. I opened up a roadhouse called Logan's Roadhouse in Florence, Alabama. And at that time, it was a small chain. I think they only had about 23 stores. And now they're I don't even know how many they have now since Ted Moats has sold it. But it's a chain that started in downtown Nashville. It's also where Texas Roadhouse kind of gets their model of a roadhouse. But I started as a grill cook. And I just learned how to cook on a huge grill. On a Friday or Saturday night, because I was one of our rush cooks, you're talking about 100 steaks at a time, or steak, shrimp, or fish, or anything like that. So I started to kind of learn that. And in fact, in a future episode, I want to be able to learn or teach some of the tips and tricks that I learned how to become a grill master. And maybe some of you culinary people out there already know this to be true. But if you take the fleshy part of your hand here, the thumb, and as you move each of your fingers, this becomes a little softer each way. So here, this is rare, medium, well, and well done. As you guys can try that right now. But as you feel your pinky to thumb, it becomes quite a bit tighter. And so if you're used to feeling how well done steaks are, now I can just kind of do it by visual sight and how much the steak is sweating. But I'll either touch it with my hand or I'll touch it with my tongs. But you can feel that, and you can feel what a well done versus a rare steak would feel like. So that's my tip to you guys if you guys are learning how to grill meat on the grill. That's a great little tip if you're learning how to get temperatures just right. Because not everyone likes their meat the same way. I prefer it medium rare. Really, one of my favorite cuts or ways to make a steak, if I can, if it's properly done, is Pittsburgh, where it's charred on the outside and almost rare in the middle. I really like Pittsburgh, but medium rare is something I'll ask for if I'm going to order a steak from a restaurant. Rosalind, on the other hand, is like extra well done, extra well done. Like cut off some of the bottom of my shoe and give it to her. That's how well done she likes it. But that's my tip for you guys. You guys can practice that. So again, rare, medium, well done. And you can feel how it gets a lot tighter. So there you go. There's a tip. I think Rosalind just said something. I like my meat, the color of my face. Oh, man. So I don't know if it's like this where you guys live, but where we live in California, it is a huge, especially in the area that we live in, is a valley. There's a lot of agriculture around here. And so everything's in full bloom, and my allergies are just like somebody throat punched me, and it's no fun. So I hope none of you guys are experiencing anything like that. But if you are, my heart goes out to you because I know what that feels like. kind of wondering, with the deficiencies of my oven, if I should have put it at about 400 degrees rather than 325. But, you know, it is what it is. And in very worst case scenario, the dinner's not until 6:30 tomorrow. So I have a lot of time to correct anything that might go wrong. Glad you like that, Skins fan. I'm surprised you being in restaurants that's news to you, but if it is, I'm glad that you can be blessed by that tip how to grill steaks. That's a good question, Petsonics. So, and I'd even like to kind of talk about how I got into starting Happy Eating. So, I worked in restaurants for a long time. In fact, I was bartending and waiting tables at a Chili's. And I have always kind of been the resident IT guy of anywhere. Somebody would bring their computer over, I'd be able to fix it. Prior to being so I was in restaurants, and then I switched careers. I was into injection molding and plastics, and I did some manual labor in a molding shop. We made plastic parts for like Yoplait yogurt cups and Country Crock butter tubs and stuff like that. I got really good at that, but through physical labor and everything else, I actually hurt my back, and I had 2 herniated discs in my back. So then I got back into waiting tables and whatnot. And one night, a manager who I respect, iPhones had just come out, and he was having a problem with his iPhone. And so he quickly came to me for help. And so I helped him out, and I fixed his iPhone. And I had a friend who actually worked at an Apple store, the one that opened up here in Modesto. And long story short, the manager at Chili's that I was working at, he says, "Why don't you go work for Apple? So you're really good at it, and like, there's more in store for you and for your life." And so I said, that's a crazy idea. I don't know if I have what it takes, but sure, I'm going to actually try to apply myself. During that time, Rosalind and I it was the birth of our twins, and I took my maternity leave knowing that I wasn't going to be going back to the restaurant industry. I just leapt out in faith, and I just had a feeling that the restaurant industry wasn't where I was going to be. I was waiting to land into a manager position, but the economy kind of tanked at that time. And so I just wasn't landing at a restaurant in terms of being a manager. Not only that, and Sean, I know you know what I'm talking about here, being a restaurant manager isn't all that it's cracked up to be, especially when I was just starting a young family, because the hours are long, the nights are late, and it's just, it's great, satisfying. By trade, I serve people, no matter what I do. So I love being in the restaurant industry and meeting needs of people. But it's a grueling, it's a grind. You talk about a grind, I have mad props and respect for anyone who works in the restaurant industry, because it is day in and day out. It's exhausting to put a smile on your face and make things right for people. Because as the adage always goes, the customer's always right, even if they're not, right? Because, and as the other adage always goes, a happy customer will tell a couple of people, but an unhappy customer will tell everyone. So I knew that I wasn't going to be in the restaurant industry anymore. And lo and behold, I took my paternity leave while my twins were born. I applied at Apple, got called in for an interview, got called in for another interview the next day, and 3 days later I had a job starting with the greatest company I've ever worked for in my life. And it was really cool. You want to talk about again, an experience and throttling me into a career. So Then we had the birth of our youngest son, Silas, and I worked at Apple, and it was retail. And again, long hours, and it wasn't really conducive for my family lifestyle. And I made some connections with somebody else who I had been doing repairs for at the Apple store, who worked for the world's largest winery, and that's actually right here where I live in Modesto, California. It's called Gallo Winery. You want to talk about like the David and Goliath, the Goliath of winemaking. These guys own so many different brands, and in terms of our local industry here, they provide a lot of jobs. And I grew up knowing the Gallos and whatnot. Long story short, one thing led to another, and I worked for Gallo for about 3 years. I worked as a contractor, though. I didn't work directly as a Gallo employee, but I worked for Gallo corporate, but as a contractor. And that contract that they had had for 17 years gave out. And as it turns, if you're still in here, Matt, as it turns out, I think it was just quite a bit of overpromise, underdeliver for far too long, and the company just lost the contract. A new contract came in and wanted to pick me up, and they offered me a sweet penny. But something in my heart told me that there was still more in store for me. So I became unemployed. I collected my severance and laid low for a little bit, collecting unemployment. And I thought to myself, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Thinking that like 3 months later I'd be collecting checks. Well, let me tell you, 5 months later, I'm nowhere close to collecting checks. And it's not as easy as I thought. But it's something that I'm passionate about. So it's something that I'm kind of pouring myself into. And if something comes of it, great. If not, guess what? I'm having a good time. But all the while, God was working in my life. And lo and behold, an opportunity came that my church approached me, and there was we were already running some ministries just for some side money, but my pastor had a different vision for me, and he opened up some of the doors, and so here I am. 4 months I've been employed. I call it full-time for the church, but I don't work full-time. I work about 25 to 30 hours a week or less. Love my job. My work-life, home-life balance is amazing. I'm able to spend time with my kids and just really make an impact to my church community, my church family. So God is good all the time. I hope that answers your question. So yes, I do all of our IT for our church. I am our technical director here, but I'm also our family ministries director. So God opened the door. I'm just marking this foil with GB for green beans, so I know the difference between green beans and potatoes, although there's a weight difference. Speaking of potatoes, I think those ones down below should be done for me to be able to swap them. Better undercooked than overcooked. That is the truth, man. You can always bring up a steak or something that's underdone, but you can never undo the overdone. That is the truth. And everyone has different expectations. Sometimes, they don't realize that they're ordering a medium rare steak and they're like, oh, this has blood in it. You're like, yeah, you ordered medium rare. And they're like, oh no, like I want a thin line of pink. You're like, no, you want medium well. So let me be right back with that. But if you bring out a well done steak to somebody who wanted the blood, it's over, bud. Because now you're behind the 8 ball. See where we're at with these. Okay. These are doing a lot better. So mental note to me, the potatoes are taking far longer than 45 minutes. We're looking at about an hour and 25 at 325. So actually I'm at 350 on both of them. So I probably should have bumped them up to 400, but I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be patient. So now I'm probably into the most labor-intensive part of preparing all of this. And that's that I'm going to start seasoning my chicken. I bought thighs for a very specific reason. Thighs are, I won't say almost impossible, but they are almost impossible to overcook. They keep a lot of the moisture in them and a lot of the flavor, and they're cheap. You know, you talk about getting chicken breast, and it's a lot more expensive. Not everyone likes the dark meat, but it is what it is. It's a $15 dinner, and they're going to like it. And if they don't, Del Taco's down the road. I was, so normally we cater this event, and I was humbled and honored that my pastor would ask me to do it when everything kind of fell through. He really complimented me. He says, I don't know anybody else who could do it as well as you could. So I said, thank you. But I said, in the past, we've catered it. If you don't mind me asking, how much was it per plate? And he says, we got charged about $15 per plate. So I'm doing it for about half the cost. And if it all works out, I wouldn't mind doing this every year. I don't know. If people don't like my cooking, it is what it is. Del Taco's down the road. How much more I got to go? Well, I have my sides done. I'm going to be cooking here for a little while. But now's the really, this is the intense part of it. It's all the chicken. I bought skin on, bone in thighs. So I'll peel back my skin on the thighs, put a little bit of seasoning inside the pocket, over the top and back, and I'll rack them all up into those roasting pans over there. I'm going to have to do them in, because again, I'm only limited by the 2 ovens here. So I'm going to have to do them in stages. So I'll prep half of them, cook half of them, and then prep the other half as they're coming out. I'll transfer those into these full pans, and I'll line up the thighs like this, and I'll put these into chafing dishes, but it's only after they cook. The problem is that these won't go. I would cook them in these and not have to do the work, but these won't fit in there. So I had to use a smaller pan. So I'm using this roasting pan. It is what it is. I got it going on. It's just what I'm going to do. The thighs are going to be simple. I'm only going to use some lemon pepper and some garlic salt. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just keeping it simple. And again, the purpose of this food is not to show off like culinary expertise or, making a creme sauce or something like that. It's going to literally, by default, be a bland meal because of its significance. During the time of Passover, they were just happy to get together and break bread and not really show off their cooking expertise. So it'll be mild on the flavors, simple on the prep. So that's my philosophy. That's why it makes it such an easy dinner to do. I'm not looking for, I have to bring a torch in here and do, creme brulee and make presentation awesome. Just gonna love breaking bread with people. That's it. So happy eating. See, it's funny that you mentioned that because I actually don't like Pappy seasoning, and the reason why is they use celery salt, and it's an overwhelming amount of celery salt. Where it's like, and this is just me. For me, it's the only thing I can taste. It's the super standout thing that just kills it for me. I like Pappy's. I mean, it's a good seasoning, but every time I and you can buy the pre-done stuff, like the chicken quarters or the tri-tip with Pappy's already on it. But it's the celery salt that kills it for me every time. I just can't do it. Manage a restaurant as well, but it's not my passion. So I said to myself, self, this will be my last restaurant job for the rest of my life. This is more than 15 years ago. I'm glad you followed your heart, man, because, if you think about, like, if you were doing that same thing day in and day out for the last 15 years, think about your quality of life. You might not enjoy where you're at in life. So I'm glad that you have the keen decision-making skills and really the forethought to think out your future and be like, it ain't for me. Because working at a restaurant, it is for some people, but for some people, it's just not. Okay, I got to get some water. My shoulder's really killing me, especially if I'm going to grind out this next part. I got to take some ibuprofen, kind of relax for a second. I'm almost debating turning off the live, but I don't know. You guys tell me. Y'all want to sit down together for a little while, or you want to come back in a bit? You let me know. Gary Sherman. Gary. I'm good. You are live on YouTube right now. I'm cooking some food. What's going on, brother? God is good all the time. In fact, one of my people just said that. I'm sad that they had to total your truck, man. I don't blame you, man. Yeah, I saw the pictures that you posted on Facebook. So, and I love that truck, man. That truck was like the Cadillac of all trucks. So nice. But I'm glad you're able to get another one. Mm-hmm. That's good, man. That's good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying your new backyard too, man. I know, I can tell. You That's awesome. The only thing that would make your backyard a little more classy is that if I was in it with you, drinking some wine with you and Sherry and my wife. That sounds good. Well, man, I'm cooking a dinner. Yeah, I'm cooking a dinner for now. It's about 100 people for tomorrow. So I'm prepping all the food and doing all that, and just doing some chicken, some green beans. No, I'm not smoking anything. I'm just roasting them in the oven. My smoker's too small to be able to do it. Yeah, I could do that much chicken, not that much volume. But some chicken, some green beans, some creamer potatoes, and salad with some unleavened bread. And then I'm doing rack of lamb. Not everybody in California is keen on the lamb, so we'll be doing 4 shanks per table, and they can fight amongst themselves. Hey, whatever they don't eat, I'll eat it for them. I appreciate you calling, brother. I'll talk to you real soon, okay? I love her. I love her. You tell her I said hello. All right, brother. All right, we'll see you. So that was my old coworker who used to work at Gallo with me. We're still family, you know. He calls me, I call him, just to check on each other, just to make sure, you know, that God's still good, because he really is all the time. That's true. Petsotics, I appreciate that you say I enjoy this life as well as family at heart. But you need your time too. Go chill. I think I might just need to sit down for a minute and just kind of relax. I've been going at this for 3 hours and almost 24 minutes. So 3.5 hours is a good wrap. Petsotics, I appreciate that. Are you hungry? You might see my Rosalind says she's hungry. I'm kind of getting that way too. I haven't really had much to eat. It's 3 o'clock. We'll probably be eating within 3 hours. Petsotics, I want to hear more about your hobbies. I used to be a big time saltwater reef keeper, husbandry, coral husbandry, taking care of saltwater fish and whatnot. I dig pets as well. Ooh, Vietnamese. Some banh mi sounds so good right now, babe. I'm down if you're down. You want to pick them up on the way here. If you can also pick up at least 2 of those lasagna pans, that would really, it would make things a little bit easier here. But Petsotics, I would love to hear a little bit more. All of you can connect with me on any of my social channels. I've listed all of my connections in the About section. For any of you also that would take the time to replay this and go through and try to network and pull some of these great creators out and connect with them, I encourage you to do so. But yeah, right here at 3 hours and 25 minutes, I'm going to make like a mid-7 and bug out. Love y'all. Stay awesome. Keep creative. We'll catch you guys next time.